We'd like to thank the Global Sussex supporters
for planting seeds of hope for the children of Los Angeles. You help make the mission of Assistance League possible to create prosperity for all. So thank you so much, Global Sussex supporters.
Thank you.
All right, family, gather around. Because what we're about to talk about today, it's giving holiday miracle. It's giving community power. It's giving the Sussex squad stays booked, busy and unbothered while the trolls are still trying to figure out how to log into life. Let's get into it, because Assistance League LA didn't just whisper a thanks. No. They came out with a full video, a full public statement, a full moment of, "We see you, Sussex squad," and baby, it's beautiful. So here's what happened. The Sussex squad, minding their own charitable business as usual, got together, put their hearts and wallets where their mouths are and said, "Let's lift some kids up this holiday season." And guess what? They did exactly that. Next thing you know, Assistance League LA drops a video thanking Global Sussex community supporters. Yes, global, because the squad stretches across continents like Wi-Fi, but powered by love and common sense. And let me read that caption again, because it deserves a Grammy. Feeling extra grateful this holiday season for our global Sussex community supporters. Thank you for helping lift up LA children in need. The ripple of your kindness stretches far and wide. Tell me why that line hit deeper than any speech given at a royal balcony this decade. Tell me why it sounds like the Sussex squad is the actual royal family distributing goodwill across the kingdom. Honestly, if you ever needed proof that kindness leaves a bigger mark than chaos, here it is, right here, digital, public, and undeniable. But you know what makes this even sweeter? Let's step back and look at the wider picture for a second. While the UK media is busy writing 14 articles a day about Meghan's shoes, Meghan's smile, Meghan's shadow, Meghan's energy bill, Meghan's imaginary anger, Meghan's breathing patterns, the Sussex squad is like, anyway, here's a donation, here's another, here's a charity uplift, here's a global fundraiser, here's a birthday project, here's a Christmas initiative. And the result? Real children in Los Angeles eating, learning, playing, and receiving what they need to thrive. Now this is power, not inherited power, not because your cousin married your grandfather's neighbor power. No, this is community-built power, powered by people who chose compassion over obsession. And you know the trolls are somewhere right now absolutely combusting. Like, steam is coming out their ears, their laptops are overheating, their group chats are panicking like a sinking ship. Because how dare the Sussex squad be effective? How dare Meghan inspire kindness instead of cruelty? How dare Harry and Meghan's supporters actually uplift children instead of, I don't know, yelling into the void about balcony lineups? The jealousy is unbelievable, and I love it. But let's talk about Assistance League LA for a second, because this charity, they didn't have to make a video. They didn't have to shout out the Sussex community publicly. Organisations are usually cautious, right? They stay neutral, they stay quiet, they avoid getting dragged into media circus nonsense. But no, they said what they said. Loudly, clearly, publicly, with gratitude dripping from every word. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me the Sussex squad didn't send a little contribution. No, they made an impact, a visible, measurable, undeniable impact. This wasn't pocket change. This wasn't, let's do something tiny but symbolic. This was, let's move the needle. Let's make holiday magic. Let's show up. Because the Sussex community, we don't just talk, we don't just tweet, we mobilise, we deliver, we uplift. Can the same be said about the people who spend their entire day on social media posting under Royalist 49 or Cambridge Forever 1927 with a profile picture of a dog wearing a Union Jack sweater? I'll wait. Now let's dig into what this really means. Harry and Meghan built a community, unintentionally at first, based on decency, empathy, and human connection. And that community blossomed into a global force that steps into action anytime a need arises. That's why the Sussex squad is feared by the tabloids. Not because we drag them for filth when they lie, although, let's be honest, that part is fun. But because we keep proving that Meghan inspires generosity, not hate. Service, not spin. Community, not chaos. And every time the squad does something like this, it completely dismantles the toxic narrative the media depends on. The trolls want Meghan to be the villain, but reality keeps making her the muse. The tabloids want Sussex supporters to be unhinged, but reality keeps making the Sussex squad the #1 donor group in every charity project related to them. Like, it's embarrassing for the haters at this point. Every time they say something negative, the Sussex squad answers with a fundraiser. Imagine fighting someone who responds to bullying with charity. Ha 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 ha. Couldn't be me. And let's talk holidays for a second. This time of year, kids need warmth. They need clothes, supplies, food, gifts, not just for the holiday spirit, but because hunger and poverty don't take days off. The Sussex squad stepped in and made sure more LA kids got what they needed to feel seen, supported, and cherished. That's not just charity, that's love in action. And Assistance League LA recognizing that publicly? That's huge. They essentially said, "We see the Sussex community. We appreciate the Sussex community. We are grateful for the Sussex community." Now imagine being a UK tabloid editor reading that. Imagine the meltdown. Imagine the group chat chaos. Imagine the emergency meeting. How do we spin this into something negative? Spoiler, you can't. Not when kids are being helped. Not when a non-profit is expressing gratitude. Not when kindness is so pure and so clear. This is why the Sussex squad's impact continues to grow. Because it's built on purpose, not pettiness. It's built on love, not bitterness. It's built on action, not noise. Every time the squad shows up, the world notices. And every time the world notices, the trolls get quieter and quieter, because reality is not on their side. Kindness is. Let me say this clearly. The Sussex squad continues to prove that the loudest voices in the room aren't always the most powerful. The most powerful voices are the ones creating change. So yes, Assistance League LA. You're welcome, and thank you for seeing the Sussex community and honouring that spirit publicly. It means something. It sends a message. It shows the world what can happen when people come together for a cause. To the Sussex squad, you did it again. You made magic. You turned compassion into results. You made children feel supported at a time when it matters most. Harry and Meghan would be proud. But more importantly, those kids will feel the impact long after the trolls forget whatever nonsense they were screaming about last week. And that, my friends, is the real win.